Matt, does it get any better than beating the Bears in your home opener?
Just feels good to get a win, especially the sour taste we had in our mouth from last week. And you got to be resilient, and you got to flip the script fast in this league, and you got to ride the wave, so to speak, and never get too high and never too low. And you got to give the Bears a lot of credit. They made it a game in the second half, and I would say that we had opportunities. It felt like to close out the game. Didn't quite get it done, but I will say that was a great goal line stand by our defense, and then to follow that up, hit some big plays on offense to get out of the own shadows of your own end zone and convert it for 3 points and make it a 3-possession game was huge.
55-yarder to Sammy Watkins in that drive.
Yeah, that one felt really good. That's one that wasn't necessarily in the game plan. It was just one of those deals that we were adjusting on the sidelines and thought if there was ever an opportunity that it would have been then, because you knew they were going to be playing for the run. So, it all starts up front. The guys up front did a hell of a job blocking to give Aaron time, because that's a longer developing play. And then Allen and Sammy made the play come to life. So it was a great execution by all those guys.
You were not kidding when you said you were going to feature your running backs, Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon, and they responded big time.
Yeah, they certainly did, and both those guys were running really, really hard. You could see it. We had the one miscue on the fumbled exchange, and I put that on myself. We repped that all week with Aaron Jones, and then he came out of the game. A.J. Dillon went in, and that was a tough spot to put him in. But I thought all in all, those guys competed. They played hard both in the run game and in the pass game. Just really happy to come away with the win.
I think one of the coolest plays all night was Aaron Jones' touchdown, where he has the ball and A.J. Dillon is his personal protector. That was cool.
It sure was. That was a hell of a lead block by A.J. That's a big man running really fast at you, and I know he doesn't want to be known to be a fullback, but he sure looked good on that play.
Aaron Rodgers with a quarterback rating over 130 tonight, and he hit 8 different receivers. Is that kind of the new passing game as we know it with the Green Bay Packers?
Yeah, I think any night it could be anybody's game, and we're very fortunate to have a lot of guys that we can play and spell, and so we'll stay fresh at that position. But it's not only those guys; it's the 2 backs, it's our tight ends. We're going to have to distribute the ball, and wherever the matchups present themselves, go to those spots.
Defensively, you allowed some yards rushing, and I'm sure that'll get addressed. But this is the NFL. 10 points in a full game, 3 points in a half, and then 48 yards passing? You got to be kidding me. I mean, when you add all that in there, that's a fine defensive effort.
Yeah, it was. Certainly, like you mentioned it, there's definitely things we have to clean up in the run game. You got to give David Montgomery a ton of credit. Him and Herbert, I mean, those backs are 2 premier backs. I think they just run really hard. They broke a lot of tackles, so that's something that we'll have to address. But I thought, in the back end, we didn't give up many big plays. I think they ran a flea flicker early in the game. And outside of the first drive of the game, I thought it was a pretty consistent performance.
Matt, I saw you encouraging the fans. How did you like their response?
Oh, they showed out for us tonight, and it was great to be back in Lambeau. There's nothing better than a rivalry game in Lambeau, Sunday Night Football, and our fans. I feel like we definitely fed off their energy. You could feel the love and support from them, and it definitely made a difference.